raged in the south and the rangers of the north were absent, brigands and ruffians took an opportunity to wrest control of Bree.
Well, good morning, YouTube, and happy Monday. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having a good day so far. I mean, it is Monday. Miss Medrielle, well, I guess she's having a good day. She's in the angle Mitheithel. And we have Lotro up and running. Somewhat. Now, as I add it in the description for the stream, I did have to do a little bit of a workaround. So I still had a copy of Lotro on the old PC that I was using to do dual PC streaming. I was able to update that and discovered that it ran just fine that way, which means whatever my problem is, it's my PC. I might have another little piece of the puzzle, but I won't know for sure until I do some more testing. I'm sitting there thinking the whole time it was a video issue. Actually, might be an audio issue. But for now, we have it running, albeit in a slightly blurrier state than usual. And Miss Medrielle is doing player deeds in the angle Mitheithel. Right now, she's dealing with shades, spirits. Let's see, how many do we need? I don't know if these are counting. I mean, they're fun to kill, but if they don't count... Oh yes, they do. Dead Slayer of the Angle. Alright. Alright, we shall continue killing them now. And there seem to be a lot of them in here, which makes farming this spot very convenient. Oh, steel token. Woohoo! How many steel tokens do I have now? Let's see, is it landscape? No. Others. 119 of them. Alright, good, good, good. Good, good. He died quick. Boy, this was a pretty place once, wasn't it? This was a pretty impressive place once. But when you have this many shades running around an area, you know something pretty horrific happens. Which actually you find out about during the quest chain through the angle Mitheithel. Very foggy here. Excuse me. Could you die, please? Thank you. I mean, you're already dead, so could you... I don't know. I guess we can't re-kill you. But yeah, you could tell this was once very, very beautiful. Boy, can you imagine finding ruins like that? Being in the 4th age and coming across something like this. Long after the elves are gone. And not knowing what you were looking at. Yeah. Let's not go that way. That first step's a doozy. Yep, distinctly elven. The 52 of 80. I feel like we're just on the regular Slayer deed for this one. Yeah, we are. We're not even on the advanced. Unfortunately, these respawn quick. And they're pretty plentiful. What are these called? Twisted Spirit. Once again, a distinct suggestion that something absolutely horrendous happened here. Unfortunately for me, it doesn't seem like anybody's questing here right now, or else they'd be having a hard time getting their quest done. Or I'd have to stop what I'm doing so they could get their quest done. Because, you know, if you're doing Slayer deeds, and somebody needs to do a quest,
How may I be of help?
That takes priority. Alright, let's see. While we're waiting, can you buy my junk? Definitely have some junk to sell you. Oh. Okay, that one I should send to Vormern. I don't know if he has that recipe yet. That's not what I want it to do. That's what I want to do. I want to send you that. And I'll send you those. Nope, nothing else. Oh, her hair is longer than I thought it was. And they're back again. Hello, cat. What are you doing, cat? You trying to help? No, nobody wants you to rub your face against the microphone. Okay. I know. You think it's a great scratching post. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Glorfindel's in here. Well, you know things are serious if Glorfindel shows up for it. Getting some good steel tokens out of this. Okay, so we've completed the first part. And evil man, orc kind, beast, and dead. Oh, wait a second. We don't have to do a advanced version of this, maybe. Beast Slayer Advanced, Evil Man, Orc Kind. I don't see an advanced for this one. We might be done here. Well, that doesn't happen very often. These are elves. These aren't men, they're elves. So if you have elf shades, yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. Alright, so beasts, orcs, and evil men. Where should we head to for that? I feel like we should go towards the beginning and work our way in.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Is that Garand? Yeah, that's Garand.
Greetings to you.
Little teeny tiny camp right at the start. Oh, hello, random person. I hope you're having fun. Okay, goats don't count for anything. Good. I wasn't really eager to kill a goat. Yes, the cats count for beasts. But I think we can find more beasts than just cats. So, ooh. Another set of very beautiful but very broken down elvish ruins. Etheldir, or Etheldir. And we have orcs. Are they the right ones? Yes, they are. And it looks like we have them in plentiful numbers. place would have had some very nice views. Right now it's an art dumping pit. Alright, so that completed Archkind Slayer. And now we need to do the advanced version. So this one does have an advanced version. Do I happen to have a Slayer and Skill Deed boost? Yes, I do. I also have a 30-minute version. We'll start with using the 30-minute version, because I definitely need to go ahead and get rid of that. And that'll just make that go all the much quicker. I'll have to kill 80 of them instead of 160 of them. Oh, and somebody's doing quests. Alright. I think they went the other way. Oh, there they are. Well, I'm going to slow my flow so that they can have enough mobs to do their quest. We might be done. Doesn't mean I get to kill everything here. Just I'll kind of keep myself to this one area till I'm absolutely certain they're done. Yeah, looks like they might be leaving. Yeah, alright, so good. They managed to get their quest done. And I hope they're having fun. And we are already 60 of 160. Thank goodness for the Slayer Deed post. Because we would have been a lot further behind without it. Good morning, Pinla. Happy Monday to you. How are you doing? Excuse me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, well, we're waiting for the respawn. 5. I think we've made like 10 or 15 Lotro Points. You're okay? You're having breakfast? Nice, nice. I already had breakfast. Okay, we're halfway done with this Slayer Deed. Oh, that was a named mob. I didn't stop to see if it was just a rare lead or what. Well, whoever he was, he's a footnote in history now. Good morning, George Chris. Happy Monday to you. How are you doing today? Actually getting pretty lucky with the sealed tokens this morning. Of course, we're doing this and it's at night. So we can't get a really good look at the runs. Well, not that we really want to look too closely at some of it. We are very, very close to being done. Good, because I rather imagine Miss Medrielle would like to spend as little time here as humanly possible, or elfly possible. Doing well, thanks for asking. How about you? Is the game behaving today? No crash. Well, I did have to use a workaround. So, on the downside, the game will not run on my computer. It's gotten to the point where I can't even load into the game before it freezes and crashes. I've done all the tech things so far. Repaired the game, uninstalled and reinstalled it. Made sure the OS was updated. Made sure all the drivers were updated. I've done scan disk. Oh, yeah, it did. And now I'm starting to wonder, because I did get an error that involved Elgato audio. So that's something I'm going to have to test through next. In the meantime, I did have Lotro installed on the old machine that I was using to record and stream when I was running the dual PC setup. Now it's an older machine, so okay, wait. Okay, you count for Beast. Good. It's an older machine. It doesn't have the best video card. Thus, the game looks a tiny bit on the blurry side. However, it runs. We can work with that. Okay, wolves count. So, but that also told me that whatever the problem is with Lotro in my machine, it is most assuredly my machine. So that gave me a clue. It also eliminated the thought that perhaps the issue was Lotro's latest update. Now, in a way it is, but not in the way that they messed anything up. In a way that whatever the update did, it just doesn't get along with my machine. Don't care how badly I need Beast. I'm not killing the kitties. Nope. Nope, killing the kitties. I was gonna say, that's not a beast. That's a shade. Now, this is a lovely couple we get to help a couple of times while we're doing quests for Mitheithel. They're visiting their son and the settlement in the back. And they need our help like 2 or 3 different times. Okay. I still can't believe the Avant don't count. You would think that they are distinctly beast kind. Apparently the game does not think so. I think this is another spot of... these are Oathbreaker cowards. Ostwirin. Yeah. Bunch of shades in here. Not what we're looking for. We need beasties. We already took care of shades. Nope, that's a kitty cat. That is a warg. Will it count? Yes, it does. Now those I absolutely don't mind killing. Now, which way are we going? Towards Van Lumren again. Right, update. The number of times you waited for a PC to restart with my fingers crossed. Well, the suck thing is it seems like every time we turn around, Windows is doing some little update tweak. And it quite often just causes as many headaches as what it's supposed to solve. Of course, it doesn't help that you got Microsoft developers doing, the heck is that called, vibe coding? Where they basically let AI write code and then supposedly check it over for mistakes, something like that. Windows must have something personal with my machine in particular. Lost count how many headaches I had to troubleshoot. No, it ain't you, did not you in particular. It's most of us. That's why I run a pretty stripped version of Windows. You know, it's been stripped of a lot of the float. No Windows Chrome. No Edge. Most of the Copilot stuff is gone. Because I don't use any of it. You know? We're almost done with beasties. They'll say these things should count. Oh, that's why they don't count. Because this is looking for beasts. The Avank aren't considered beasts. They're considered dragon kind. So they're in the same family as drakes and worms. Alright, that is Beast Slayer of the Angle done, and close that. Not what I wanted to look at. So that's what, 20 Lotro Points we've made so far, I think. We'll find out. No, 20. Still, we're starting to cover the Lorian statues I bought for the new house. You just eventually went back to 10, trying your best to get used to Linux, hoping in the future you'll be comfortable enough to switch completely and leave Windows behind. I mean, for the short term, I'm going to have to run a dual boot PC because some of the graphics software that I use only runs. Now, where am I finding evil men at? Alright, I'm gonna have to look at, hold on. But yeah, like the graphics software I like to use won't run under Linux. Lotro, evil men in the Angle deed. Tell Garth, and half orcs count too. Oh no, half orcs count towards the orc kind player. Ruffians and half orcs can be found in the ruins of Tel Garth. $44,600, $22,900. $44,600. Okay, that's where. So we need to go to Tornhad and go down here. Alright. But yeah, I have Affinity Designer 2, Affinity Photo 2. The actual paid versions, not the Canva free versions, which I actually got mad enough about Canva buying Affinity and making it part of the Canva package that I deleted my Canva account.
Sweet-eyed Maylon.
Tornhad. But yeah, all that to say, those don't run under Linux. I don't think Rebel 7 runs under Linux either. I also have other things like couple of writing apps. Okay, so take a right when I get to the fork. Your situation is more difficult, I assume. You need to keep in mind that the compatibility for all different software you need for streaming may only be yeah, that's another thing. The Stream Deck does not have a very reliable control app for Linux, so I wouldn't be able to use my Stream Deck Neo. So now we are going the right way. Now, OBS has a Linux version because it runs natively under Linux. But depending on the flavor of Linux you use, it may or may not work reliably. GIMP, which is something else I use a lot of, now that also runs natively under Linux and works just fine. And I have a couple of writing softwares that don't have Linux versions. Alright, so we should be able to find... Now, will a half-work count? Yes, half-works count for men. Which tells you all you need to know about half-works. Okay, so we should have an advanced version. Yep, we have an advanced version of it. And that's the last Laerty we need to do too. Probably don't have very long left on this 30-minute Slayer deed. Anyway, sorry for rambling. Don't worry about it. You are free to ramble as you wish here. I certainly don't mind conversing about various topics. You know, so long as it, you know, we're not fighting over religion, politics, or anything like that, we're fine. You know? Oh, come on. Thank you. It's like, okay. Yeah, they made half-orc mankind. And I'm like, yep, we kind of knew that. They're called half-orcs for a reason. We won't think too deeply about why. I need to find a few more. Finding a lot of wolves in here. Oh, we have run out of the 30-minute Slayer deed. We only have 21 to kill to finish this. So I don't think I'm going to pop another Slayer deed. I don't have enough room. My bag's full. Oh yeah, they are. Heck, they are. Okay. I only have 21 left, though. No popping a 6-hour Slayer deed accelerator until we get to the next area we're going to do deeds in. They certainly have set themselves up nicely in here, haven't they? I mean, not particularly comfortably, but certainly not the worst situation bandits have ever found themselves in. Music's nice here. Of course, I always did like the music in the game. Oh yeah, they actually do have covered spaces to sleep in. And bunk beds. Triple bunks. Oh boy, you don't want to get up fast in that bunk at night. You're gonna hit your head for certain. Excuse me? And you can stop shooting sharp, pointy things at me. Three more. We need 3 more. One more. All right. And that completed everything. We got 25 Lotro Points just there. Steward of the Angle. We got a title. we completed. I think that completed every single that completed every single deed that I had in the troll shaws. Because this is considered part of the troll shaws. Holy heck. So we made 45 Lotro Points. We got a lot of deeds completed. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and port our happy butt to... Oh yeah, we have a return to Tornhead. You know, I had a double bed in my room when I was a kid, and only when I grew up I realized it was a bit strange. I was an only child. Well, one, it depends. Did your parents find it on sale? Like, you know, was it cheap? And two, actually it was smart. It was not strange. Because if you had somebody over for a sleepover, they had a bed to sleep in. I don't know if your parents thought of it that way, but if they did, it was good future-proofing. I need to find a vendor in here. Alright, we're going the right way for a vendor. You suspect your parents had plans but reconsidered after my arrival? That could be the case too. I mean, my parents had planned to have 4 children when they first got married, but reconsidered after they had me and my brother. I think they figured one of each was enough, and I guess we might have been a bit of a handful between the two of us. Me in particular. I was definitely the handful.
Sweet-eyed Melon, how may I be of service?
You were a perfect angel when they were little. I think most kids were. But once again, like I said, I was a handful. I was not above arguing with my mom when I was mad. Oh shoot, hold on. I'm sitting there selling stuff off, and it turns out I needed a couple of those. I don't need that one. I do need that one. I need to buy that one back. I need to buy that one back. I should be paying attention before I sell stuff off. And it might be something I could use. Like that. Ooh. Well, I don't need that anymore, but yeah, that I do know. Anything else I can sell, get rid of? I mean, I got so much junk in my bags. What's this? Another hat of shame. Oh my god, I got a couple of those already. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm like, nope, don't need any more of those. Got some more junk to send to Thormern. And now that we've done all that, clean out our bags, I think we should head to Swansfleet. I'm pretty sure we have a ton of Slayer deeds we could do there. Also, how many of these tokens do I have now? 139 steel tokens, which was the whole point of doing Slayer deeds to begin with, was to get a bunch of steel tokens. Saws, Shire, Erdlun, Swansfleet, and Cardlin. So we have places to explore. Perils of Cardlin, more places to explore. More places to explore. And those are Cardlin Slayer deeds. Have we done any of these here? Not a thing. We have probably so much Lotro Points laying on the ground in this area.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Alright, we're gonna go to Rivendell. To be fair, though, I wasn't argumentative as much as I was constantly questioning.
What do you need?
Okay, so there is no travel to Cardlin from there.
Greetings to you.
And we don't have that stable. Mossward. The very first town you find yourself in when you start in the alternate starting area. Now, I'm not going to sit here and bother to do the quest unless I find that it helps out with the deeds, but I don't think I feel like doing that. Western Inadway. So we want to go out this way. I don't think it'll let you... Wait, let's find out. We'll get on a horse, make this a little faster. If we go here... Yeah, it won't let you, because that goes towards Inadway. So they don't want, your level 2, 3, whatever character going that way by accident and ending up in like level 65 territory. Let's just say that probably wouldn't be the best thing. Wouldn't be the greatest first impression. Do you have a Slayer deed attached to you? You do not. Okay. So we don't have to worry about 4. And you don't. New deed, Perils of Swanfleet, Howling Stones. You have discovered the Howling Stones. I just thought of something. Maybe they do have a deed, and since I haven't killed one yet. Nope, no deed popped up, but I did get a steel token for that. Think I should mention this. Notice that the stream is not having any little hiccups today. Working better on the older laptop. Okay. Well, as far as Lotro is concerned, we may have to run this way for a little bit. But as for other games, like, well, most of the other games, we'll continue to run it the way I would. Oop, Urukai. No deed for you. Oh, yep, there we go. We started a deed. It's pretty common to see small buffering. Okay, see, I didn't know that. Is this for all the streams or just the Lotro ones? And how does the stream look anyway? Like, I know that running this Lotro on this machine, now this machine is capable of running Lotro. Some of the other games it wouldn't be nearly as capable of. Like, I couldn't run Windrose on this machine. It just wouldn't be able to handle it. Boy, whatever that used to be, it was impressive. Some sort of tower. But I'm wondering if I drop my bit rate for the stream, if I could improve that stuttering, or if it would make it worse. We'll have to test it at some point. New deed, Brigand Slayer. Alright, so we picked up 2 new deeds. Hard to say. You got used to it. I rarely notice it anymore. For example, Windrose definitely had stuttering. Okay. So maybe something else I could do is lower the graphic settings on Windrose a tiny bit. See if that helps too. I don't want to lower it too much because, well, damn, it looks good. And I don't want it to look worse. Do wolves count for anything? No, but it did give me a steel token. Okay, so One fleet in Carlin. We'll throw the Slayer deeds up so we can keep track of them. Alright, we'll kill a boar to see if anything happens. Nope. Well, I did get a steel token. You're currently on mobile. Can't really comment on how good the stream looks. Fair enough. A Nika Breaker. What do you want to bet that's going to be? No, it's not. Good. We'll kill the shrew. That doesn't count for anything either. We know the wolves don't count. I'm kind of surprised at. Usually there's a beast slayer deed of some sort. Fine on tiny screen, but that's not saying much. Well, that's true. I have discovered Radlaw. I have discovered Brigands. Who have apparently taken over this town. And these Brigands are having a very bad day now. They're having a very bad day indeed. And I don't feel the least little bad about it. Oh, and I got another key offered to me on Keymailer, one that I requested for a cheesy little game, or I should say a silly little game. We'll take a look at it at the end, take a quick look at it at the end of the stream. I'll be playing it later this week. See, I think this week is a non-wolf week, so we got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll be able to play some fun little things, and I have 2 Keymailer games to take a look at. Oh yeah, I need there. Alright, we are at 13 of 60 for the advanced deed. There, oh, you must be inside the tent. Oh, that's handy. I just realized that if I hold down shift and hit 1, I can have my healing spell running. Oh, that's going to make a huge difference in some future fights. That made me very happy to discover. So we'll go all the way to the bottom without touching anything. That way all these things get a chance to respawn. I did that because I'm kind of used to using shift to run faster, so I was holding down shift. So this set of bars is shift and whatever. So if I hit control M1, yes. So control is this bar. Shift is this bar. So what is this one? Alt. Alright. That, you know what? I never have used that, but now I'm gonna have to redo my whole set of bars now that I know that. Well, this stream is actually proving to be very useful even to me. So, yay for that. Oh, excuse me. Did you die? Thank you. We only have 25 more to go and we're finished with this deed. Excuse me, what are you doing way out here? Tell you what, this is a much bigger brigand camp than even the ones outside of Bree. They certainly felt free to do whatever they wanted here. Tell you what, getting Slayer deeds done when you're way over level just makes things so much easier. You can get it done a lot faster. There we go. Okay, Brigand Slayer Advanced is done. That's another quick 15 Lotro Points. And it should have started another deed. Slayer of Swan Fleet. So now we know what we need to complete. Orcs and wargs is what we need. I feel like we want to head to Karas Gelabrin for that. Alright. Well, since we don't have to kill anything for a bit, let's get on a horse and do a little riding, shall we? We might even find some exploration points. And we probably don't want to go that way. Well, we do have some spots to explore. So I guess we're going to take a long way around. We have Claygor, Storvels, Lintreb, Glen Helig, lots of places. That means we kind of get to enjoy the scenery. Well, as much as we can enjoy it being a little blurry. Lots of waterfalls that way. I feel like, yeah, Claygor's that way. And our bags are over full again. Holy smokes, are they over full. Of course, typical looking little hobbit village. Very large little hobbit village if you think about it. The butcher shop. There's the stable.
How do you do?
So we have not found hardly any stables here. Vendors.
Hello there.
Hello, I need you to buy junk from me. Lots and lots of junk. Can you do that? I think you can. Don't know what you're going to do with it, but if you're buying it, I'm selling it. Cap of the White Downs. Well, that would have been a nice little piece to get early on. Cap of the Shire, yeah. Cute. Alright. Anything? Nope. Oh. Okay. That was the only one I didn't know of, that batch. Now, where are we off to next? So if we go this way, we can hit Linhaleg and Lintrab. You sometimes wish you could just walk to the nearest grocery store and unload my trash in exchange for coin. You mean like we do in all the MMOs? Yeah. Would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? It's like, excuse me, vendor, can you buy my trash? You know, I don't know if you know this particular channel, but if you haven't, you should check out Viva La Dirtly. They have some very, very funny skits. They've got the epic NPC man skit. They've got skits where they're employees working at like a Best Buy type store. They're just plain funny. Oh. Hold on. Well, that's a nice, impressive view. I bet you the hobbits come here for picnics. Just because the view's so impressive. Alright, back to what we were doing. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Yes, I am. I'm still going the right way. And Viva La Dirtly. You know them? They make nice... yes, they do. I'm particularly fond of the epic NPC man. That warg. Oops. It is a warg. I wonder how many of those I passed before I realized that was wargs. And we have started a new deed. Warg Slayer of Swanfleet. Here we go. So we want to think we need to go that way. Hello, random person. I hope you're having fun. I've discovered Lintrub. Which way are we going for the stable? This way, I think. The blonde actress in particular caught your attention. She's really cute. Okay, I think I know the one you're talking about.
A lovely day, isn't it?
I always personally thought the garlic farmer was funny. And he's not even trying to be funny, he's just funny. We might as well be nosy and look around their little town here. This looks very peaceful. And since it's kind of high up in the mountain here, probably is very peaceful. I mean, it's pretty well defended. And somebody's got to go out of their way to attack this place. Since they think she's funny, just the cutest of them. If it's the one I'm thinking about, she actually can be rather funny, but I think she is like more like the, what do you call it? She plays the straight arrow to the guy's comedy. Kind of like, Gracie played the straight arrow to George Burns' comedy, if that makes sense. Here, Glenhalig. One of the most unusual hobbit villages you will run across.
Hello there.
Because it is all built up on cliffs. But it's actually a very well-populated little hobbit village. They like it here. Good in description, straight arrow energy, yeah. Also, unintentionally funny. But sometimes unintentional funny can be some of the best. Like I said, a very, very unusual hobbit village. Of course, they wouldn't see themselves as being particularly unusual. Okay, which way do I need to go now? Is there a road here? Oh, there sure is. Okay. Alright, now we're going the right way. We need to get to this point across the water, then take a quick left, and then take a right. But yeah, being a comedic straight arrow takes a lot of talent. You've got to be able to pull it off very well, else it falls flat. Okay. We're in the right place. I said I had to take a quick left. And you can tell this road leads to Medrielle. Yep, this road leads, if we were to take a right instead of a left, we'd go into Medrielle. The same road. They did a great job of blending one area into another. At least I think so. Okay, we need to take our right up into here. Nope, don't need it. I was like, do I need that? Nope, we already got done with bandits. In fact, this is the second most unusual settlement in this area because it is not filled with hobbits, but with Dunlanders. These guys came here to escape what was going on in Dunland and Medrielle.
Leave us alone. We will leave you in peace.
So that's kind of interesting little aside. And you can tell they're from Dunland because they've got, or Dunland and Medrielle, say that area, because they build the same way. Make for some pretty interesting neighbors. Okay, yeah, we're going the right way. We gotta go across these waterways. We have to go across here too. Yes. Okay, further up in here is the stable. So this is Karas Gelibrin. This is where we're going to find our orcs at. And in fact, I saw an orc. And he's gone. We also have some Avank in here. Right. Somebody must be doing quests in here. I've not seen but the one orc yet. Somewhere around here should be our stable. Yep. Because there's an encampment here. I've discovered Ekad Terthlas. Actually, I don't know if I said the second part right. And except for Western Aragion, we've gotten all the stables here. Ekad, I know, because I've heard that said many times. Ekad, I believe, means house or settlement in Sindarin. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. I actually have not seen a single worgen here. I wonder what this used to be. Neck lick the stream. Ooh, have fun. You're lurking? Alright. Good morning, Lilith. I hope you're having a good day so far. Dunlending Marauder. Sam Kelletier. I don't know if we have that stable. We might as well go that way and check. Very nice elven bridge. We'll go back to that in a minute. That was a nice big elven settlement. Ah, okay. This is Western Aragion. Which is fortunate that this is actually a low-level area. Relative to the rest of Aragion. Oh, you count. Okay, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, Western Aragon is still considered part of Swan Fleet. The hill grouse. We can take a look at it. Look at it! It's cute. Very tasty. I don't know, I've never actually eaten grouse, but it's poultry. I'm sure it's very tasty. Of course, as soon as I get back on my horse, I find more Urk. Do you count? Yes, you do. Okay. I was gonna say, what the heck? It's a Huon. Level 12. Like I said, the area is pretty low level compared to the rest of Aragon. One hand, I want to get back on my horse. The other hand, I know as soon as I do, I'll probably find something else to kill. And if I don't get on my horse, I won't. So, 6 1 half a dozen. You know? I know I say that a lot. That's a strange looking tree. That 90-degree angle tree trunk or tree branch. Well, that tree has a lot of beehives in it. Very, very angry beehives. We're almost there. Yeah. Wandering holly troll. Bell.
How can I be of service?
Now we have all of the stables. New deed, explore Swan Fleet. Oh my god, that was a deed. Complete. Dwellers of old. Okay, the many folk. Perils. Okay, so we still need to complete Dwellers of Old Swan Fleet. Ah, okay. Dwellers, Perils, and Treasure. This is Perils. This is Peril. Yeah, we have Perils. Okay, that's Perils with Cardlin. The other two aren't showing up in the deed log yet. Now, if we keep going that way, we'll actually end up in the angle of Mitheithel. Like I said, very well done interconnecting all these places. Let's get an up close and personal look at this holly troll. That's kind of creepy looking. Elongated torso, some very weird looking teeth that look like they could do some serious damage. And there's a rockworm here. That's dragon kind. You can see it looks a little bit like the Avank. Definitely not your pet pet lizard, you know? So far I'm only seeing a bunch of wood trolls here. And the occasional Huon. Not many orcs. There any other... No, just Karas Gellibrand. Which we're heading back to now. We can see it from here too. Very large set of elven ruins. And since it's close to Aragion, yeah, close to Aragion, it was just outside of Aragion. Probably had forges here too. Would be a very pretty place. Now, minus the orcs and dragonkind and wargs. Once you get rid of all that, though, it would be a very nice place. I'm being mocked in the background. Oh, it's a pretty place except for...
Detroit's a lovely town.
Okay, I had to mute for a second. I mean, I had a point. Orc neighborhood, sure. Pretty place. Right. I don't think we can go in here. Not from what I can tell. Alright, I am getting on a horse at this point. I feel like I'm beating my head against the wall here. Got orcs hanging around the outside of it. But can we enter it? I feel like the answer is going to be a distinct no. I've discovered Carasgelabren. I've also discovered a place I can get stuck. Let's try not to do that too much. Yeah, there's no entry into it, at least not from that side. Alright, and since we're safe here, let's go ahead and I'm looking up Carasgelabren. Ah! Carasgelabren, Sindarin for Silver Bastion, is an area within Swansea in the northeastern region. Carasgelabren was once the citadel of Celebrimbar, lord of the Gwaith of Myrdain of Aragon, and crafter of the Rings of Power. The ruins of the old city sit above the Glanduin, where it flows into the Wadewater. The House of Myrdain stood atop the hill in the Second Age before the War of the Elves and Sauron. The camp of Ecad Turthos watches over the ruins, now crawling with Uruk-hai, Orcish, and Dunlending warriors under Saruman's command. The city's fall is shown in the Doom of Carasgelabren. Sometimes orcs forget how doors work. You want to get in here? No visitors. Good morning, Alchemy. You say good morning to everybody. How are you today? Alright, so yeah. This was the home of Celebrimbar. I'm happy to hear you're doing fine. I am doing pretty good. We've had to resort to a dual PC setup to run Lotro since it continues to not get along with my PC. But it's working out pretty good so far. I've actually been told that there are no stutters. You know, I'm looking for Urukai, and I'm not finding any so far. I've found precious few of them. But we're having fun exploring the ruins of what was once Celebrimbar's home. At least I found a workaround. Yeah, it continues to be frustrating. Because I still don't know what's causing it some Urkai. Causing it exactly. Only I have a clue that I may have been looking in the wrong direction. And instead of it being a video issue, it might be an audio issue. It also might be that Lotro is taking up so much RAM that it's depriving everything else of RAM, causing the issues. But why it has started doing this, I'm not certain. Because it didn't really start doing this until like the last update or two. Well, I'm having to wonder if the last patch or two didn't reintroduce a RAM leak. The game did used to have some serious problems with that. Did he just trip or did you do that? Might have been me. Although sometimes you will see the NPC stutter as they move about. I want to go up there. I want to explore all of this place. I mean, if you think about it, this is a very sad part of Elven history. This would definitely fall under Sorrow of the Eldar. We're finding a lot more Urukai as we go, so we must be going the right way. I think we made it to the top of it, finally. Boy, he made a lot of noise as he died. Ah, somebody's in here doing quests. You might want to slow our roll a little bit. Your order is so powerful, the Urukai fall off and they die from shame. Oh my god. I don't want to know a single thing about the Urk balls. I'm just saying. Yeah. Once upon a time, this was very beautiful. Oh my god, there's an orc hanging out in the cliff over there. They paired the music here beautifully. Actually makes me want to cry a little bit. You know what this place used to be. And who lived here. And, well, what ultimately became of them. And it's very sad. I doubt this is going to be a spoiler for anybody, but, you know, in case you don't know the story of Celebrimbor, you might want to close your ears. Because he was killed by Sauron's army. And his body turned into a standard that they used as they marched into war. We found the treasure. We found the treasure of Swansleep. Nice. I found the ancient treasure cache. Yeah, it was a very brutal end to Celebrimbor. Bravo, you said it right, most do not. I found a cornerstone, huh? Not sure what that one's for. I'm ignoring the Dunlenders because they don't count for any of the deeds. What, Celebrimbor? Cash? Wait a second. People don't know how to say that? Because it's like... Oh, sorry. That was a Dunlender. He didn't count. But he's dead now. That's like a basic word. Okay, we need 3 more for the regular deed. 3 more Urukai. Okay, that finished the regular one. Now we have the advanced deed. Now, if I find all the treasures, I'll get Treasure Seeker, Swan Fleet, and Virtue Experience. Dead Slayer, Orc Slayer. Cache. The only way it would be pronounced like that is if it was spelled like sachet. I guess they're thinking that since it has that E on the end, it must be pronounced differently than cash, C-A-S-H. It was huge. Celebrimbor was an elf of some note back in the Second Age. Look at all this that he had control over. I think we quite often fail to note just how much power Celebrimbor actually had in Middle Earth in the Second Age. It's just too bad that he was not smart enough to notice Sauron's trickery until it was too late. He did note, because he was the one who created the 3 elven rings. And he did it without Sauron's hand ever touching them. Which is why, when Sauron put on the one ring, the 3 elven rings were able to warn the elves of his deception, and they were able to take off their rings so swiftly so as not to be discovered by Sauron. Although Sauron was also able to sense the presence of those rings. That's how he knew they existed. But yeah, they were uncorrupted by Sauron, because he had no hand in their making. How are we doing? 16 of 80. You know, this is the most powerful tend to have the lamest downfalls and deaths, the good guys especially. Well, yes, in hindsight, we look at it and say, yeah, that was pretty lame. But they wouldn't have had those downfalls if they had had that hindsight. Yeah, Achilles, Celebrembar, Huron, foresight, hindsight is looking backward. Well, I'm also, okay, yeah, foresight as well. If he had the foresight, he would have seen the danger sooner. But the hindsight, if he had lived, he would have had the hindsight. That was a lot of Urukai in there. Oh, let's take a close look at an Urukai, shall we? There's your Urukai. Like I often say, the Urukai look like they bench press trolls every morning before breakfast, just for the giggles. Good morning, DP. How are you this morning? What's up is I finally got Lotro somewhat running again. It took running it off a second machine and then streaming it from my machine, but it's working. So how are you? It's not as pretty to look at as it would be on my machine, but obviously, if it's not running on my machine, we can't look at it at all. What is not up is your energy level. Relatable. At 6 p.m. and you're dead on your feet. Well, I'm assuming you are not at work or else you wouldn't be saying hello to us. Although maybe you would be if you're on your phone. You just had a seminar? Okay, I can imagine that's pretty draining. The heck? Do you have a golden ring on your head for me?
Many are the wounds of war that scar these lands.
Hello, brethren. What has brought you to this place? You introduce yourself and tell the elf of your adventures in Swansfleet. I am Terendir of the Murdain, and I have come to Carath-Gelabrin on a last pilgrimage before I depart Middle-earth. Know you the history of this place? You must. It stood in peace for many years, both before and after its destruction, but now orc-kind roam it once more. It pains my heart to see it so, but these evil might remain after I depart. I was here when it fell long ago, and though it is a sorrowful tale, I would share it with you. Will you hear it? To advance this quest, you must complete the skirmish Doom of Carath-Gelabrin. If you have not yet completed the skirmish tutorial yet, okay, so this is a skirmish called Doom of Carath-Gelabrin. And it tells of the downfall of Carath-Gelabrin and Celebrimbar's fall too. You know, they don't all fall the same. Some take what looks like a wrestling bump. The others look like they grab at their nuts and grumble. Both pretty entertaining. You drink beer before a seminar? Well, that'd definitely be something that they wouldn't allow in the U.S. You lived and learned? So if we wanted to, we could do that, but I don't feel like doing it. Besides, it would make me cry. So like I said, we know how Celebrimbor died, and it was not a pretty death. And his body was certainly desecrated after the fact. It's not job related, so it wasn't illegal. Okay, fair enough. Wait. So it is illegal to drink if you're working. I guess then, same as the U.S. Although, to be fair, there are definitely certainly some jobs where I would absolutely not want somebody to be drinking. You could get fired. Yeah, same here. To be fair, I don't drink anyway, so not a problem for me. I'm just not, into alcohol like that. Dang, we found a whole mess at work there. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't want my doctor to be imbibing before surgery. Never cared for beer. Pumpkin beer was the one exception, though I've never really been fond of alcohol. I mean, I did my stupid, 18 to 21 with alcohol. After that, I just wasn't wasn't enamored with it. My dad was a teetotaler after going on shore leave once with some Navy buddies, and they all got blasted drunk and then got recalled to the ship before their shore leave was over. Let's just say getting over being drunk while on the sea completely disabused him of the notion of drinking. You say you were once given a beer while doing deliveries? Was it an unopened one that you could drink later at your leisure? We need 23. Oh, wait, no. We need it 27. We need 24 more. Or a Kai. And actually, I've not seen a single warg up here. So we're going to have to find the wargs. Yep, you drank it at home. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. Although, I don't know how many people usually tip in alcoholic beverages. But if you're over the age of, consent for drinking, and somebody offers you a beer as a tip and you want to take it, then you should certainly be allowed to do that. You got it out of your system at a very young age yourself. You do plan to get drunk and celebrate for a particular imminent event and troll some very deserving idiot, but I'll abstain from specifics here. Alright. Yeah, that is an Urukai. We can kill it. That is an regular orc. That is a Dunlander. That's a Dunlander. Where we at? 6 more. Well, that was 5 of them. I need 1 more. Oh, we have found our target. We are locked on. Excuse me, could you die, please? Thank you. Okay, we finished the Urk Slayer deed. Enemy spotted. Yes. What do we got? Another one of those hats of shame. Okay, I can get rid of that. Another hat of shame. Can we get me something better than those hats of... Nope, they're all hats of shame. Dang it. Okay. I want something better than that. Something tells me that you're a bit over-leveled for this area. Yes, Wolf, I am just a little bit over-leveled, but that is the best way to do your Slayer deeds, is to get over-leveled first. And then you can do them very easily. Now, I need to find where wargs are. So I think that's my other Slayer deed. Yeah, wargs in Swan Fleet. Alright. Hold on. Swan Fleet, wargs. Wargs can be found at Blood Hollow. A large spawn can be found at okay, so 5927. There's a couple at Tham Killatir, not enough to worry about. Blood Hollow. Eastern Old South Road and Swan Slate. So, south of Cross Gellibrand. So in this area here. Ouch. We go crack. Vendors! We have vendors here. Oh, bless you. Buy my junk. Buy all my junk.
Well met. Alright, I already know those. Oh, I don't know those. Hey, I actually learned a low-level recipe I didn't know already. Okay, much better. Mucho better. Buy my junk. Buy all my junk. Yes, exactly. Buy all my junk. Jesus, thank you. I need to get rid of it all. So we need to go this way. Alright, we're leaving this most depressing elven area. We have this whole place here. From these gates back belong to Celebrimbar. He was probably almost as prominent an elf as Glorfindel, Elrond. Probably not Galadriel. Galadriel was probably one of the most powerful elves. I mean, even Elrond acquiesced to her in many things. But yeah, Celebrimbar was no small matter in the Second Age. Like I said, his ending was incredibly sad. Now, supposedly down in this area here, we're going to run into wargs, which is the final celerity we need. Let's see, how many points have we gotten so far today? Alright, 5, 10, 15, 40, 50, 60, 65 or 70. I think it was 70 so far. Heron. We have heron here. That's a wolf. Which doesn't count. We specifically want wargs, not wolves. The wolves do not count. That's a boar. Boar don't count. Okay, so where in this area are we finding our wargs? Boar. Wolf. Boar. Warg. Blood Hollow. We found it. Blood Hollow indeed. Wonder how long it took them to make a pile of bones this high. That's a wolf. What are you doing living, pretending to be a ward to get by? Okay. I guess this was somebody's barrow. Now it's a wolf burrow. Ooh, that's an excellent look at Krasgelibrin. We really can get a good scope of just how big this was. Heck, Krasgelibrin is almost as big as Rivendell. Still very sad. Get back up there. There we go. Okay, it's way the hell down there. When we're done with this final Slayer deed, we'll see how many steel tokens we have to take back to Bree with us. Nope, you're a wolf. You get a pass this time. You're a boar. You're a wolf. You all get passes this time. Ah! Sorry, didn't mean to kill you, Wolf. You're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Alright. Four more for the regular deed. And then we'll need, what, 60 for the advanced deed. Kind of wish I had another one of those 30-minute deed accelerators, but I don't. I have a 15-minute one. So once we finish the regular version, we'll wait for the respawn, and then we'll hit the 15-minute, and that'll help a ton. Hello, boar. Very, very mean animals. I know, I've mentioned that before. Oh yeah, that's part of the quest for that Inadwaith village, or that Dunlanding village here in Swansfleet. Alright, so we've completed the regular deed. Now we have the advanced. Like I said, we will wait for respawn before we start that. Because I'm not wasting part of this 15-minute deed accelerator until everything has respawned. That should take about 2 or 3 minutes. So we'll wait right here. And we've got a couple here already. This one little spot here has apparently most of the wargs in Swan Fleet. So we actually have to get the advanced deed done in order to just get 5 Lotro points. That's less than most of the Slayer deeds. Usually the Slayer deeds is 5 Lotro points for the regular and 10 for the advanced. Here it's just 5. They cheaped out on these. They definitely cheaped out on these. But we'll also get another 5 for doing the complete Slayer deed list. Yeah, they cheaped out on the Lotro points in this area. I'm very disappointed in them. Oh, let's see. I have 1 point I can spend. Well, we'll finish that. Okay. Don't need class trait points after that. I can toss into the blue tree. And what are we working on? Honesty. Will, tactical mastery, and critical rating. Critical rating, finesse, and evade. Resistance, physical mitigation, and vitality. Tactical, vitality, and physical. Will, tactical, mastery, and finesse. I feel like I want to be on fidelity to get some points for that. Okay. Alright, I feel like now's a good time to hit that accelerator. That gives us 15 minutes of double kills. Oh, that was a wolf. That is not a wolf. That's a warg. Would you target the one right in front of you? Thank you. That's a wolf. That's not a wolf. That was a warg digging through a pile of bones. Looking for something to chew on. Alright, we are halfway done already. And that is the joy of a deed accelerator boost. Now we don't have to spend all that extra time killing 60 wargs when we can kill 30 and have it count for 60. I hear in the background, that's cheating. Yes, it is cheating. And I will happily do it. And it also gets that out of my bag, finally. Nothing like doing a 5-year-old quest. It's not even a quest, it's deeds. I'm getting roasted in the background.
Wait, what?
No more comments from the peanut gallery.
There's a ring here. I just
Oh, I've done that before. He's like, there's a ring here? I have a quest? Yeah, I've done that before. I've gone through an area and go, wait, what? I missed a quest here? Alright, we're waiting for respawn again. Fortunately, we're more than halfway done, so respawn should get us all the way. That's a wolf. You get a pass today. That is a boar. Okay, everybody, a few of you know who you are, have given me an idea for chat bait. If you were Apocalypse, able to augment any powers, who would you choose as your 4 horsemen? I'll be honest, I don't know. Now, if I'm right, that goes, yeah, that leads into Enadwaif right there. I honestly don't know. Maybe I don't have enough knowledge of Apocalypse to This one is just meant to make you explore your favorite characters from any IPs. Ah. Like Kerbane now. I guess when you get rid of the wargs, the Kerbane come in and eat what's left. Where are we? Okay. I'm like, there's an Urukai here. I know I don't have to kill him anymore, but still. On principle, we're getting rid of him. Well, I think the first one would have to be Morgoth. Not Sauron, but the original evil in Middle-earth. Morgoth. Oh, wargs are back. There we go. We got it. Oh, sorry, Wolf. We got it. Work Slayer deed is done. Slayer of Swanfleet deed is done. New deed. Deed of Swanfleet. What's that? Complete Explorer. Complete Quest. Yeah, we're not doing all that. Sorry. we're not doing all that here. Slayer deed was enough. Well, when you can basically point your finger gun at anything and kill it, why not liberate another Urukai? Who cares if he's taken a whiz? He probably was too. I have killed mobs that were facing a mountain wall, and I'm like, well, your fault for stopping to take a pee. Am I even going anywhere? Yeah, I'm going towards the road. Oh, sorry. I don't know if y'all heard all that. I had to stop and scratch my head. Maybe someday we'll come back and actually do the quest here. The last time I did the starter quest for Swanfleet and Carlin, I had started a new character just to do them.
Yes?
I love it. She's just like, yes. Like, what the heck are you doing here, Outlander? Duvodiad. Oh yeah, we can sell that. The visual quality hasn't actually been affected from my perspective. I wouldn't have known anything changed without you mentioning it. Probably going to be ending around or before 1. Because the last thing we're going to do is go back to Bree. Let's see, Thorman. Well, first thing I'm going to do here is send Thorman a bunch of junk, so it's not in my bags anymore. Okay, I'm not sending him as much as I thought I would. Well, fudge. Okay, Marceline is getting a hide. And the wood. And the gems belong to Miss Medrielle. Oh, I got some more stuff that's in the marksman. Shoot. Okay. Another stack of hides. Alright. That's better. Now, where's that stable? Where's that stinking stable? Oh, that's the vault keeper. Oh, vault keeper. The heck? There's a vault keeper here. Hi. How you doing?
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
Translation, get the hell out of here. Do I have any room for any of this stuff? That's the question. Nope. I do have room for that. Nope. Okay, so I'll have room for any of these gems until I polish them. I got a bunch of gems to polish. Y'all don't need to see that on screen, though. Unless you want to watch me craft stuff. I doubt it. Nobody wants to watch anyone polish gems.
What have we to say to each other, Devodiad?
Let's see. Lanuk and Medrielle. I don't think Lanuk will take us to Bree. Let's go to Mossward, which is the first area here in Swanfleet. That should take us to Bree. So we managed to get, what, 85, 90 Lotro Points today, just wandering around getting Slayer Deeds done. I might find this amusing. In RE9, one of the Banshee-like opera singer zombies is actually in love with Leon. Makes a heart with her hands before lunging after him. Oh, I think I've seen clips of the zombie singer.
Greetings, friend.
She's the one that's like very, very pale white, and she's kind of very slow and deliberate, but she periodically screams. Is that the one you're talking about? There are two, but yes, that's right. I think they showed clips of people just kind of getting her to follow Leon around. Because she's just such a very interesting and unique mob. Huh. She could do the festival again. I might do the loop off screen. Okay. Now, how many... We managed to get... We're up to 164 steel tokens.
Are you looking for something, friend?
I am. I wanted 2 red rose hedges. And I wanted 2 white rose hedges. I had just enough for 2 of each. Nice. And how many festival tokens do I have left? Probably not much. I actually have 52 anniversary tokens left.
I am at your service.
So I did end up getting Marceline her dusky parrot, which actually turned out to be better looking than I thought it would. It is a grayscale, but it actually looks decent. Have I ever thought there was an adventure game where the whole promise is to collect stuff around my hometown by kissing people? I will be honest, no I haven't. I don't really want the Jerboa. I have the horse and the cosmetics. I feel like I have the unflagging dragon set too for my male character. Oh no, that's what yeah, that's actually a Miss Marceline outfit. I ran most of Angmar with that on her. Tulip. Okay. I knew it sounded familiar. Oh wait, Medrielle has this one, the Armor of the Waking Wood. Really not seeing anything I absolutely want for her. Okay, let's reset. Well, with the exception of this piece, that's the outfit of the Shining Star. There's a baker set, which I believe Miss Fistula already has. Look at the chef's hat. Oh my god, absolutely ridiculous. The rest of it's kind of cute, though. She doesn't look that bad on Miss Medrielle. Kind of has a very elven flair to it. Outfit of the Green Dragon Inn. We want it to look like we worked at the Green Dragon, which, I mean, it's okay. Cloak of Crystal Resolve. Probably one of the better looking cloaks. I should probably get Borman on here and get that before the festival's over. That would look good on him. Wait, hold on. There's boots, gloves. He might have this already. There's a whole set. If he doesn't, he needs it. That's a very dwarven looking set right there. I have to check. And I don't like the Remembrance one. Finally, rock carrying torches. I could get her 10 batches of them. That's part of another deed. If you use the consumables a certain number of times, you get a permanent emote for them. Explosive fireworks cake. While this looks quite explosive, it's actually quite safe. Cute. Alright, enough looking at that stuff. We only have like I think, a day left of the festival. I might have to spend some time this afternoon grinding some festival. Alright. I need to go here. There is a supporter coffer right now that includes a new travel aesthetic that's the Trees of Valinor. And while it's very pretty, I am not spending $100 on a coffer just so I can look fancy when I do a fast travel. Just saying. If they put that in the Lotro Points shop, just that item, I would buy that item. But I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not dropping that kind of cash just to be able to look fancy while I travel. Okay. Now, I can't put that there. Okay, where can I put these? The decoration category, fence. So there's a specific category for these called fence, but I don't see fence in here anywhere. Oh, we got lag. Not anywhere in this stuff do I see fence. So how the heck am I supposed to use these? Alright, now that I have them, I'm gonna have to look that up. Because I don't know. Well, dang it, I wanted to use them too. The heck? Can we please make up our mind what the hooks are going to do? Just make the hooks all free. You can put whatever you want in whatever hooks you want. Unless they're in the ceiling. Then, of course, you want to put lights there. Yeah. Because none of these hooks here will accept these items. I feel gypped. I went through all that work to get these, and you're telling me I don't have hooks to put them in. Yes, I am a teeny tiny bit annoyed at this point. Can we tell? Very, very, very much annoyed. Alright, for now we're going to put them in the chest. until I can figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do with them. Mount decoration. Well, here's another hitching post. Put you here. But maybe I want to actually, I don't know, put horses in the stable where they belong, right? We'll put 4 hitching posts, 5 hitching posts in here. There we go. You sure they'll come into play when the time is right? The frustration is understandable, yeah. I mean, they need to actually create the hook before they create the items for them. So we have all of our elven horses. There's the elf ambassador horse you get for helping getting to kindred with all 3 factions, Rivendell, the Galadrim, and the Maladrim. There's the horse you get for maxing out your reputation with Rivendell. This is the one for maxing out your reputation with the Galadrim, which is Lothlorien. This is the horse that you get, well, you buy this one. I'll be honest, you buy this one in the store, but it was very pretty. And then there's one I'm missing, which is the Maladrim horse. I haven't gotten that one yet, I don't think. Hold on, I'll find out. Don't think I have bought it yet. Skills, mount, Steed of the Eldar. Steed of Thorlight might be a good one to. Steed of Rivendell. Okay, Lossoth, Whimsical, Chestnut, Shire Holly Steed. Reputation mounts. Prize Liver Chestnut Horse. Prize Rivendell. Prize Galadrim. Elf Ambassador. Yeah, I don't have the one for the Maladrim. I'll have to fix that in the future. So we can have the Eldar horse we could put up. That is also considered an elven horse. And then the Maladrim, and then we'll have all the elven horses to display here. But it is almost 1 p.m. So that's where we're going to leave it through Lotro. So let me go ahead and log out. And exit game. Bye-bye game. Control, Alt, Shift, U. Yep. Alright, so yeah, this is what we use, Moonlight. Now we got a couple of games we're going to look at from Keymail over the next couple of days. And Thursday, I'm presuming that Wolf has a group, so we'll have 3 days to look at games. We got 2 games. We got Card Collection Simulator that I got from Keymailer. I requested this. And it says, become the world's greatest card collector. Open packs on stream and sell your cards at the local convention, growing your collection and building your stream community. So, I guess you're kind of a streamer, and your whole gig is you open card packs to find rare cards, and then you go to, like, the convention and sell them. And I thought that was kind of interesting. I've never been a card collector, but the game looked fun, so we're going to try it out. We are also going to try out this little game called Nano Flat Owner. It says, become a nano flat owner. Furnish tiny spaces, rent them out for high prices, and earn massive profit. Start small, collect rent, reinvest, expand your rental empire. Achieve financial freedom effortlessly in this cozy simulation game that basically mocks Uber capitalism. But it's very cute looking, and I like the aesthetics. Very easy. I've tried it out a little bit. It's very easy. And then for the third one, I think we'll go back and play a little more Meltopia, or we could try this library and tidy up the arcane library. I haven't decided which yet. So that is going to encompass Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in some sort of order. I don't know what order yet. But, of course, if y'all don't want to miss all the fun chaos, you haven't already, you know what to do. All the fun clicky things that YouTube wants you to do. And speaking of which, let's go check. We are getting very, very close to 1,000 subscribers. We're less than 40 away. So you are all awesome. Thank you to each and every one of you. We got very close to 1K before my birthday, so I'm absolutely over the moon, thrilled. Thank you. Awesome birthday present. Now, before we end, let me finish off by thanking everybody that has stopped by this morning. From the bottom up, thank you to El Alchemy for being here, hanging out, and for being a mod. I appreciate both very much. Thank you to Nicholas Patton for being here. And as always, the interesting games that you discover. I actually find that very fascinating. So keep them coming. Thank you to Wolf of Midnight for being here and hanging out and for being a mod. I appreciate both. Thank you to DP70 for being here and hanging out. I appreciate you very much. And I assume we are on for Friday gaming. Oh, yes. Lilith, of course. Thank you to Lilith for being here and lurking. I appreciate you. Thank you to George Chris for being here and hanging out. I appreciate you. And I enjoyed the conversation. And to Penlup Stars Commander, thank you for being here and hanging out. I appreciate you. And of course, for those of you who popped in and out, or perhaps you stuck around and lurked, well, thank you. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. With all that being said, I am going to go and forage for some lunch now. I hope you folks have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you're at. Until next time, bye for now.